Hello and welcome to Ground Tales. Hope you're having a beautiful day. This is your host Ruchita Jha, taking you on a new journey with a new episode: Importance of Tattoos in Tribal Communities of Central India. Today, we will talk about how important these tattoos are for the indigenous people. Being considered an important part of beauty, tattoos also hold a spiritual importance for the tribals of central India. The indigenous people of central India are very fashion forward, and tattoos have been an important part of their culture since time immemorial. When I meet tribal women, I ask them to show me their tattoos because I love to see the richness of their culture. They proudly carry their tattoos or gudna on their forehead, arms, necks, shoulders, bellies, and sometimes also their cheeks. Each tattoo is different, and they all happily smile and tell you their story when you ask about it. For most girls, the day they get inked is unforgettable, as it is the day they pass their test of endurance and their journey forward begins. It is like a passage of rites. From girls as young as 7 to those as old as 70 have tattoos on their skin. This practice takes place two times in a woman's life: once as a spinster in her maternal home, and later as a married woman at her in laws. Women especially consider tattoos of utmost importance, as it is said in their culture that while all the beautiful clothes and jewelry would be left behind, tattoos on their skin will go with them when they die. It is something that cannot be separated, and along with the skin, it is also inked into their souls. While the practice of getting inked seems to be painful, the indigenous women make it sound so beautiful that you really want to get yourself one. I, for one, feel super scared of needles, and the idea of getting inked is really something I'm scared of. But for the first time in my life, I felt like having a little tattoo myself after an elderly woman said this to me. However, the feeling passed when I saw a guy crying in a tattoo parlor later in the city mall that day. According to tribal women, the practice of tattoo making goes back ages, when humans were able to summon gods with their devotion and prayers. Once upon a time, a married woman went on a hunger strike after having a fight with her husband. On the seventh day of a hunger strike, a goddess sent her messengers to bring the woman to her. When the woman met the goddess, she made a tattoo or gudna on her cheeks with the milk from the sal tree with the help of a bamboo needle. The goddess told her like she had inked her, the woman would also now have to ink other women of the community as a mark of their endurance and patience. The women who will bear the pain of tattoos on their skin, will be able to endure all kinds of hardships in their life. So the women of the tribal communities like Gond, Kurku, etc. love to get inked. Along with this, the Adivasis also believe that the tattoos increase sexual desires of women, helping them become more fertile to bear children. Tattoos of scorpions, peacocks, peahens, roosters, and hens, etc., are made to increase the prospects of getting pregnant. Literally, birds and bees, no? I wonder if that's where the saying comes from. Well, who knows? Gudna, or the practice of getting inked, is considered as auspicious as any other ritual like birth, marriage, and last rites. The practice of covering large parts of the body is not just limited to the tribals of central India. Many indigenous communities of the northeast, western, and southern part of India also love to get inked. They are like their acquired beauty marks, like the jewelry in absence of jewels, and their belief in higher powers who they say look after them and ward off evil. Indigenous communities of Africa, Australia, and Polynesia also get inked. With so many purposes, it becomes inevitable for women not to get tattoos. Young girls follow the standards of beauty in their communities, watching their mothers, grandmothers, aunts, and friends, which makes them eager to get tattoos themselves. It is like when As little girls, we used to wear our mother's saris or heels or her jewelry to look more like her. So it's actually the same for them. The tattoos are actually their saris or their jewelry or their high heels. Even to this day, the methods that the tribal women use for making the tattoos are traditional. They dip the needle in mustard oil to make them smooth and then arrange 3 to 4 needles in a pattern to make a design. The ink is prepared from the soot of mustard oil and it is diluted with water and then filled into the engraved design on the skin. To prevent infection, the inked area is cleaned with water and mustard oil, and then the lady who makes the tattoo, called the Gudanhari, applies a paste of turmeric powder and mustard oil to it, as it has high antiseptic properties. The area gets healed within a week and the tattoo becomes a part of the girl's body and soul. Indigenous people prefer to get inked in winters as there is a lesser chance of infection in winters. Designs of tattoos also vary from one tribal community to another. For example, women of the Urau tribe get 3 lines inked on their forehead. This is called lammar. Gond women go for a floral design called jat, and the Kamar community goes for the elephant motif. They are also their insignia and symbols of their tribes, which they proudly wear. This also means that they are asking their ancestors to protect them. Totems, flowers, plants, and animal tattoos are also very popular in the tribal communities. Women also sing songs while engraving tattoos on the skins of girls. It is believed that it was Lord Krishna who first made tattoos on the bodies of his gopis, and the practice started back then. They started singing hymns in praise of Krishna while doing the art, and this practice continued through the ages. While it is mostly women who get inked, men from a special community of Chhattisgarh called the Ramnami communities also love to get themselves inked. They are devotees of Lord Rama, who is regarded as the most righteous and honorable man to have ever lived. The men inscribe the deity's name into their skin several times to imbibe his qualities. Earlier, men used to cover their whole faces and bodies with the deity's name, but now the younger generation prefers to get the tattoo only on the arms or chest or shoulders. They are ardent followers of Ramayana, and the rites and rituals are also very similar to those practiced in the holy book of Ramayana. That's all for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this little piece on the importance of tattoos in the tribal communities of India. To connect with us, follow us at Ground Tales on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also visit our website www.groundtales.com for further information. Stay tuned for the next episode. Have a lovely day.